I'm going to do part 3 in 2 steps. One, how to lay your fabric and pinning, and then the actual stitching. This gets complicated. You want to make sure that you do this right. So you've stitched one side of your zipper, and you have your outside of your bag and your inside of your bag. The direction says to repeat these steps to the other side. This is kind of tricky. You're going to have to do it in 2 parts. Your exterior fabric or your outside fabric needs to fold this way to the top part of the zipper. Okay? Don't pin yet. Then you're going to flip this over. So now you see the inside of your bag. And you're going to pin it, or you're going to fold it in half so that this matches the top part of your zipper. So when you have it, and once you get it pinned, it's going to look like you have this loop. Okay, you're going to have 2 separate loops. You have your gray loop here, and then you have your exterior fabric loop here. They're not twisted together. Again, if you didn't pin every 2 fingers on the other side of the zipper, you noticed that your zipper might have slipped a little bit and that you didn't catch the zipper all the way, and that's fine. You just had a seam rip and start over again. But the really big key thing about this is when you stitch your zipper, you do not want to stop in the middle of a stitch without back stitching. If you don't back stitch and you take out your thread, you automatically have to seam rip and start all over from the beginning. Okay, but you notice how I'm adjusting the zipper every time I pin? It's because it's not particularly even the whole way. So you have to make sure all 3 fabrics are even. Or you can get your seam allowance off. You might notice your pins are starting to become dull, which mine are. I'm struggling pinning. You're going to have to start using your pin cushion and sharpen your pins. We've used them enough now at this point where they're going to have dull ends, so you're going to want to sharpen them. Use the little part of the tomato that hangs off that has sawdust in it, and that's going to actually sharpen your pins. And again, you want to stop pinning 2 inches from the edge. Okay, which I started backward. I should have started over here because I'm gonna have to stop 2 inches on this end. Okay, you stop 2 inches where your zipper pool is, where this is. So you want to start pinning on this side where it goes, and then when you stitch, which I'll explain again, you're gonna want to stop pinning 2 inches to the edge and stop stitching 2 inches to the edge so you can unzip your zipper. Alright, so once you get that pinned, you get your machine all threaded and you're ready to sew. So watch the next video after you get this one done. Again, there are questions to answer on Google Classroom, so make sure that you answer them before you hit submit after watching this video.